Mississauga City Council has voted to lift the ban on legal cannabis stores. And for more on this story, let's go live now to CP24's Beatrice Baseman. Beatrice, something that, of course, took a lot of discussion, but ultimately it makes more sense for them to focus on the legal shops as opposed to the illegal shops that also have been plaguing Mississauga.
This has been 4 years in the making, Kayla, since cannabis was legalized here in this country back in 2018. It's been before council. Now this issue has 3 times, and now it has ultimately been passed. The city of Mississauga opting in to allow legal cannabis shops here in the city. Let's bring in the councillor who is responsible for bringing the motion back before her colleagues here on council. This is Councillor Dipika. Thanks for being here. Tell me about what happened here today and your reaction to the fact that third time appears to be the charm for the city of Mississauga.
Yeah, so today, after 3 attempts, the city of Mississauga has opted in. What this means is that sometime in the near future, we will allow for legal cannabis stores in Mississauga.
The previous 2 times it appeared before council, you voted against it. So tell me about the change of heart this time around. Why did you change your vote?
The first 2 times, it's true, I did vote against opting in. And the reason I voted against it was we took a bit of a wait-and-see approach here in Mississauga. So the first time it came up, our approach was, well, let's see. We had some concerns. Our concerns were clustering. And the second concern was not having any jurisdiction over where these retail stores would be located. For instance, there's a 150-meter setback from schools, but wasn't clear what about daycares, things like that. So we said we'll take a wait-and-see approach. But 4.5 years later, we have advocated for the past 4 years with the province saying, give us more control over where these stores go and we'll opt in. And it's quite clear that the province has no interest in giving us that kind of extra jurisdiction. There was also a private member's bill at Queen's Park that again asked the province to give municipalities more jurisdiction. So here we are 4.5 years later, no signs of the province changing its mind, but in the meantime, we have a problem. We have illegal stores sprouting everywhere. So the choice now became not between no stores and legal stores, but the choice was illegal stores or legal stores. So we really had to adapt to a changing situation. For me, particularly in my ward, there is one illegal store that has been brazen. And I use the word brazen because it's been operating for 4 years. I've been working with law enforcement to shut it down 6 times, Beatrice. They put chains around the store. 6 times they cut the chains and started operations the next day. I've not been able to shut the store down. So we were in the situation where I couldn't use the power of the law to stop the illegal guys, but I was using the power of the law to stop the legal guys. It was not tenable, and that's what made me change my position.
Here we see the vote passing 8-4. Councillor Demerla, thank you for your time here today. Mayor Crombie, just because you're trying to sneak by us here for a moment, we're live on CP24, so I want to get your thoughts too. As the leader of this municipality, Mayor, to see this motion pass 8-4, what do you say to the residents here of your city?
Thank you. We're still in council, so this isn't completed yet, but you know, I think that what we saw was the proliferation of the illegal stores in Mississauga that gave us pause for concern. We've been holding out for 4.5 years to gain more control over zoning of where these stores would be located, and we all had a concern about clustering. But you know, the example in other cities seemed to sort that out. They didn't cluster, they didn't locate next to each other. The industry itself has been very responsible, and they're providing good guidance for people who are interested in their products, which we don't have here today. We have proliferation of illegal stores in the illegal market, and the proceeds from these illegal stores are funding illegal activity. So I think our residents, I think it's time for them to have access to a legal and a safe product.
Is that what you heard from the deputations today, that the benefits outweigh the risks in this case?
Absolutely. I mean, we heard pros and cons from both sides, and we did hear a lot of moralistic arguments as well. And the reality is this is a legal product, and everyone should have access to it who is interested in access to it, but it should be a safe product. And we want the revenue, of course, and the proceeds to be invested back into the community, not into the illegal market.
Mayor Crombie, we're in the chain of office. Thank you for stopping and chat. I'll let you get back to council.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. So Mayor Crombie, who previously, once before Kayla as well, voted not to support having legal cannabis shops here in this city when this all started back in 2018, as she did last time it came up, today also voted in favor of it, and it is now passed within 3 days. It's going to be submitted to the AGCO, and then from there we'll see legal pot shops sprouting up across the city of Mississauga.
Yeah, definitely a sign of adapting to the times right now. Beatrice, thank you for that.